What is going on, everybody? It's Steven here and welcome to another China phone review. Today we're going to have a look at the Ulefone Be from our partner efoxshop.com. As always, link down below in the description, feel free to check it out. And in my opinion, the Ulefone Be is a very interesting device because it retails for about €200, but comes with some very amazing specs and it looks a bit like the iPhone 6. So anyway, I would say let's get directly started, let's jump into the review and let's have a quick look at the specs of the phone. So in my opinion, the Ulefone Be is a very nice competitor to the Ulefone P7000 because the price and the specs, it's very similar. Then let's have a quick look at the specs. So the Ulefone comes with a 5.5-inch IPS OGS screen. It's an HD screen, that means 720p, not full HD like on the Ulefone. But I have to say, the screen on the Ulefone looks very good. And also the glass is Gorilla Glass free and 2.5D arc screen. So yeah, in my opinion, very nice quality of the screen, but only HD. Then also this phone supports dual band Wi-Fi. That means 2.4 and 5 GHz. It runs the MTK6752 octa-core chipset, 64 bits, and the CPU is running at 1.7 GHz. GPS, AGPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth on board. The front-facing camera comes with an OmniVision sensor, as you can see. And the rear camera should come like the Ulefone P7000 with the Sony IMX214 sensor. 30 megapixels, and yeah, let's see how the pictures then look like. Full HD record and playback, 3 GB of RAM plus 16 GB of ROM. You can also extend the internal memory up to 64 GB with microSD cards. The battery is the only bad thing here, it's quite small for such a big screen, like for instance my Galaxy Note 4 comes with a 3200 mAh battery. And this one here, same screen size, but yeah, we also have 720p, and you can see it only comes with 2550 milliamps, because the phone is actually quite slim, so they made the battery slimmer to fit. And slimmer and smaller battery means smaller capacity. And the battery lifetime is about a day, and it's actually quite okay for the small size for the big phone here, but it could be better, definitely. Standard SIM and micro SIM, so dual SIM, dual standby, pure Android OS, with that they mean it's just stock Android 5 lollipop. The fingerprint sensor is totally awesome, it's just like Touch ID on the iPhone, it's super nice. 4G FDD-LTE, 3G WCDMA and GSM. Make sure you check the frequencies, which you can find down below in the description. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with a quick unboxing. Here's the Ulefone Be and all the accessories here. Now it comes in a very small box, just like all the other Ulefhones. And here you can see the user manual or the quick starter guide, or however, just a couple of pages with some text, no pictures, but seriously you don't need a user manual, it's very easy to use. Then here you can see the micro USB charging cable to connect it to the computer or to charge it. Looks like all the other Ulefone cables, nothing special here, silver plated. We can just have a look here at that screen protector, it's also included, one should be already on the smartphone, but I removed it just to check out Gorilla Glass and the scratch resistance of the glass. Then here we got the charger for quick charging, and quick charging really works. In my tests, 18 minutes to 35%, that's really good. The output here is 1.5 amps, doesn't sound too much, so it's a 7.5 watt charger, but the charging circuit seems to be quite good optimized, like they say it's something from Texas Instruments, so pretty good job on that. Here the USB port, yeah, charger looks quite okay, can be replaced with every charger you can get in your local electronics store. Well, the headset, pretty low quality actually, no in-ear, so normal plastic headset. Don't expect too much from that, I've seen that headset on a lot of China phones. So before they started to make own phones, Ulefone was an OEM, so well, I think maybe they even produced that, I'm really not sure, but you can find that headset on a lot of China phones. It's actually nothing special, but it's always good when you have something included, so you get some accessories for the price, because also some China phone producers, they don't even include a headset, and I like to have a cheap one instead of nothing. Okay, then now let's have a quick look at the Ulefone Be and wow. My first impression, if you have it in your hands, this is huge and this feels like pretty good quality. It's quite heavy, you can find the exact weight down below in the description, and it's really big. So the first feeling is, hey, that's almost bigger than my Galaxy Note 4, so if you have small hands, then maybe this is too big for you. Just have a look here at the screen, it's HD, but it looks very good. The only thing I've noticed is that have a look at the white tones, so it looks a bit yellow in my opinion, but yeah, I'm not really sure. Outside it looks kinda good, it just looks sometimes a bit yellow, so white isn't 100% white. Now the bezels here, everything looks very nice. I absolutely love the 2.5D arc screen, it's just like on the EQ, very nice quality. Here the home button, which is also a fingerprint scanner, and the detection rate is really almost 100%, it's very good. Here we have the menu button, and those are capacitive touch buttons. Not sure about the backlight, couldn't find the settings, and somehow they're not working for me. Maybe there's no backlight, I'm not sure, so well, I have to check it out later. Here you can see the front-facing camera, and the lens is quite big. Omnivision sensor, we'll later see how it performs. And well, that's funny, you have a front-facing camera LED flash. I cannot believe that, I've seen that for the first time. And later we're going to check out if this is really helpful or if it's just a piece of crap. In the middle you can see the speaker, and right from that we have light and proximity sensor, which you cannot see right now because yeah, it's just black like the frame around the display. All in all, I think the design looks very cool. Just check it out, it's very thin, you can find the exact dimensions down below in the description. Now the frame here is metal, so all around the phone here is metal, and the front is Gorilla Glass and the back cover is plastic, so a strange mix. But I have to say, the feeling, it's very premium. At the top here we have the micro USB port, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, you can see here the antenna layout. Looks pretty cool. You can also see that the back cover has a cutout for the 3.5mm headphone jack, because well, the phone is very slim. Here on the left side you have all the buttons, like the volume rockers, and above that the power button. Power button feels good to press, but yeah, the volume rockers, they feel a bit hard to press in my opinion. That could be better, they could be a bit bigger. Okay, now here at the bottom we have the speaker, so just a couple of holes, and in my opinion the speaker is not really loud. Also here at the bottom microphone, and this side of the frame we have actually nothing. Then let's check out the back cover here. Ulefone, well, that's the logo. And the back cover looks pretty cool. It's some plastic back cover, very hard to get off, but you can take it off, that's the cool thing. So yeah, iPhone killer, because you can just take off the back cover and switch everything. Then here the dual LED flash, which is quite okay in my opinion. The rear camera, yeah, looks kinda nice, but that metal thing around it makes it very big, and you see it comes out of the device a bit. So that's basically it, guys. That's the Ulefone Be Touch from all sides. I really love the design, it looks so cool, it looks like an iPhone. But yeah, you can just remove the back cover and switch everything, it's very nice. And there are just some things about the build quality which I don't like. And I will now show you that, but I cannot tell you if it's on every Ulefone or just on that one here, because, well, this seems to be a bit bad assembled. So the problem with those big phones is that you have a very big glass layer, and under that the display, and both layers, they have to be 100% plain. And on this Ulefone, it's not 100% plain, because if I now try to bend it like this, then you can see here in the right bottom corner I have a pressure point. And yeah, if I do not bend it, so use it normally, then I saw, hey, there's a white area, so just like a white dot, a little bit bigger and faded out. And you can see it all the time, maybe the camera can't catch it, but it's quite annoying because you just look onto that and you see, hey, there's something wrong with the display. And yeah, him here cannot see it, but I always want to be honest, tell you that, and this phone seems to be a bit bad assembled. Anyway, that could just happen on that phone, maybe also on some other phones, I cannot tell you, but I just wanted to mention that. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, now let's remove the back cover and let's see what this baby has got under the hood. It's quite hard to get off the back cover because it fits so fucking tight, but you can bend it, nothing happens, so it actually seems to be quite stable. Then now, yeah, that's the Ulefone Be Touch from the inside. Now let's remove the battery and let's check it out. The battery, well, it's a bit bigger here than, for instance, you may have a battery, so actually a lot bigger, and 2500 milliamp hours, that could be definitely okay. But well, 2500 for a phone like this, so really huge display, and octa-core processor, which also sometimes tends to overheat, so for instance on the EQ, and yeah, consumes a lot of power, is maybe not enough. Now 2500 with a very efficient Exynos processor or something, I would say yes, but here this could definitely be 3000 at least. Okay, here Ulefone Be Touch, IMEI 2 because it's a dual SIM, dual standby phone. 3D sound speaker here at the bottom, looks quite stable, but well, it's not really loud. At the bottom, one of the antennas, another antenna left top corner, right top corner. Here we have the SIM card slots and also the TF card slots, so here you can insert microSD cards up to 64 GB. And I'm currently using SIM card slot 2. I don't have 4G right now, but yeah, I'm waiting for the contract next month to sign it. Okay, dual LED flash and the camera. All in all, the build quality here looks very nice. Just the build quality regarding the glass and the display was in my opinion not the best, but the frame and everything very stable, looks super awesome. Then now let me reinsert the battery and then let's go and let's see how this baby performs in Android. Alrighty guys, so there we go, we're now here in Android 5 on the Ulefone Be Touch, and well, it feels very smooth, so that's pretty good. But let's go to the settings, let's go to about the phone to check out on which Android version it is running. I guess 5.0, and yeah, there we go, Android 5.0, and this is definitely Lollipop, not some faked version, because also here the Lollipop E-stack is working and I fucking hate that game. Okay, now we also have here wireless update. I did one just a couple of minutes ago, and you can see it's from the 13th of May 2015. So Ulefone definitely provides Octas, and that's pretty good, because Octas are really important to keep the phone alive, to keep it stable and fix bugs. Here we have Wi-Fi. I'm currently using a router with 2.4 GHz, so that's the frequency. The link speed here is 65 Mbits, and the signal strength is good. Now I just noticed that the signal is a bit weaker, for instance, than my Galaxy S6, because in the same room, so in my sleeping room, the Wi-Fi is working on my S6, but on the Ulefone it says no signal. Okay, the rest here is basically the same like on every other phone. No NFC, no hotnod, just Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Okay, now here the display settings, and there is no mirror vision. We just have your cast screen, G sensor calibration, proximity sensor calibration, and S-View cover settings, but there was no cover included. Maybe you have to purchase that extra. But well, the sensor calibration is working really good, but you don't need to do that. Here phone storage, and you can see the total space is 12.4 GB. That's pretty good, one big partition, not splitted, because the internal memory is 16, and yeah, you lose something because of the ROM, and also have a lot of apps installed right now. Battery stats, well, the battery, here the stats, they are not really accurate, because I've just charged it because of the GPS test and everything, and I've used it with a lot of screen on time. But I can tell you from my personal usage in the last days that it's barely a day, because yeah, I use it a lot with screen timeout on 10 minutes or something, and then I just forget, so I wasn't able to use it really a full day. But when you just activate everything like power saving and you play around with the screen brightness, you should be able to get through one day. Now apps running in the background, this is also quite interesting. We have here 1 GB used, and you still have about 2 GB of free memory. Here 1.8 because of some system apps and other apps running. But well, 2 GB of free RAM, that's more than you will ever use. That's really, really good. Only one Chinese app, and that's from routing. Now let's have a look at the fingerprint scanner, and that's definitely a highlight on that smartphone, so that's something I absolutely love. So currently the fingerprint scanner only works to unlock, but you can also use it in third-party apps, but here for instance no app lock or something in there. But yeah, let me quickly unlock it with my finger so we can register a new fingerprint. And there we go, you can register up to 5 fingerprints, so I think the whole fingerprint application is way better on the EQ. But yeah, let's try this finger, it's not registered yet, so let's give it the finger baby. And when you try to register fingerprint, try to do it from multiple sides. That will make sure that you get the best fingerprint experience, because sometimes it's not recognized then if you just do it from a different angle, so make sure you cover all the angles there, then you should have the best experience. And well, you have to do it a couple of times and then it's registered. And this fingerprint scanner is very accurate. This is even better than on the EQ. I said the EQ is super awesome, but now I tried this one here on the Ulefone, and you just place it on there, so that's not registered, but that one is registered, and boom, it's unlocked. So the detection rate and also the speed is very high. The detection rate is almost 100%. Maybe if you have very sweaty fingers, then it won't work that good, but really the fingerprint scanner is working really good, and you also cannot bypass it. On some other phones in the past, you could just do it very fast and very often, then you could get in the system. That's not cool, but here on the Ulefone it's really safe and good. Off-screen gestures are also supported. I use double tap so you can quickly wake it up, then you give it the finger and you're in Android, so that's really good, and you can quickly access Android from the lock screen. Okay, language and input. Now Android 5 also comes with different languages. The translation is not always 100%, so some words are very bad translated or just will remain in English, so you have to deal with that when you buy such a Chinese smartphone. Okay, yeah guys, that was basically the settings menu. We can just have a look here at the notifications. The app permission system, which you have on Android 5, can be disabled. Would definitely recommend to do it, it's very annoying. And here we have the quick toggles, and yeah, you can see the screen brightness is now on maximum, that's lowest brightness. I had no problems to read the screen outside when it was sunny, but the screen somehow looked sometimes a bit too yellow, so just like for instance on my OnePlus One, the first generation I had. but well, here now maybe the camera doesn't catch it, so it doesn't look 100% white. It's just my personal opinion, and you know, reviews are always personal opinion. Now the phone works perfectly well in my country from the frequencies, and yeah, you can hear the speaker quality. It's okay, but it's not really loud. Sometimes it's quite loud, then yeah, it just cuts off, and here not really loud. And you can also see the holes here for the speaker, very small actually, so you have to deal with that when you have such a cheap and slim phone. Then usually the speaker is crap. Okay, now sensor is working, so it shuts off the display, that's very good. Then let's go out of dialer app. Here we have the messaging application, and we can just try to compose a message, so I can show you how it feels to type on the phone. Phone is very big, so one-handed operation is a bit hard, but you can see typing here super awesome, 5-point capacitive touchscreen. The feedback from the vibration motor feels really good, and yeah, typing here absolutely no problem, so that's why I like phones with a big screen. Then let's check out the browser. So I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is working good, as I've told you before, but the range on my S6, for instance, is just 10 meters more, so as a little comparison. And yeah, the Wi-Fi signal here could also be better, but that's usually the same problem on slim phones with a metal body. Sometimes Wi-Fi is not that good like on some other phones. Oh my god, Conchita. I'm from Austria and I hate that guy or whatever that thing here is. I'm so fucking pissed. So if I say Austria, they say Conchita or Adolf, But yeah, the next thing here is the camera application. So let's go quickly outside and let's have a look at the camera. Okay guys, so we're now here outside in my garden, and I have to say, the camera is disappointing. Now Sony IMX214, this sounds really good, full 13 megapixels, really awesome picture quality, and they also said that on the Ulefone P7000. But I guess here on the Ulefone some different sensors used, because the camera is lagging and it doesn't look really good. The front-facing camera is definitely a good OmniVision sensor. I love the front-facing camera. The colors, they look super awesome, and it's wide angle, and when you start recording it's even more wide angle, and that looks definitely great. We can just have a quick look here at the settings. So let's go there to the camera settings, and here we can see the maximum picture size is 8 megapixels in 4:3, but you can also switch to 16:9 and you get the same. You have face beauty mode, you have face detection, voice capture, you have noise reduction, EIS, so basically everything in there, everything you need, and the front-facing camera looks good. It could be a bit more wide angle here in preview and when you capture, but when you start recording, then it's actually more wide angle, but also switches to 4:3 mode. Now yeah, the rear camera, I'm pretty sure they're using a different sensor or just a crappy firmware. Now, yeah, you can see we have here all the settings, face detection, everything, and we can also have a look at the maximum picture size. It is 13 megapixels, but yeah, megapixels don't tell you if the camera is good. There are a lot of different factors, like the aperture, yes, even the firmware and all those things, they have an impact on the final image quality. I have the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. It comes with the Sony IMX214, so the better sensor. But well, the images are like 100 times better. So I'm not really sure if Ulefone uses here the IMX214. Same for the upcoming Ulefone, so I'm very curious how the pictures on the Ulefone will look like. But yeah, you can see we have a lot of settings in there, but you can see also in preview the image quality doesn't look that good. And I will now do a quick comparison between the S6 and the Ulefone Be Touch, so you can see the difference from the quality. So yeah, I'm really not sure if they're using a Sony IMX214, but in my opinion here, the pictures, they look just like average and nothing more. Then here you can see the effects, so the new MTK phones with the new app here, they support different effects like hipster filters and all that crap. Basically also nothing special, because if you install a different camera application, you get the same crap. Okay, video mode is working, then I would suggest we switch now back to normal, and then we'll do a quick video comparison so you can see just how the videos look like, and then we'll do a quick photo, so image quality comparison. Okay guys, now here's a quick rear camera video test on the Ulefone Be Touch. Looks quite nice actually on the screen. The screen is very big, but it doesn't look blurry, but just check for yourself how it looks on the computer, but I think it will probably look good, but I will give you my opinion when I've watched it on the computer, so after this test. Also when you zoom in, yeah, it looks okay, maximum is 4 times zoom. Then let's have a look at the colors. So here we have a purple flower, and that should be very dark purple. Okay, so when you focus on it, so let's see if close-ups are working. Wow, that looks very natural, just like in reality. Looks very good, just check out here the details. That's amazing. Then now objects in the background, let me focus quickly. So you can see the automatic lighting adjustment works, also the white balance looks very good. Let's have a look at objects in the background, maybe the house here. Well, you can also get it sharp if you just play around with the lighting, because, well, you can see the sky here is very bright. But well, also objects in the background, they look actually quite sharp, so far I'm happy with that. But just check for yourself how the quality looks for you on the computer. But for now I think it looks quite okay. Just check out here the water, it's not lagging or something. EIS is currently off, but I think, well, it looks quite okay here on the screen, but I really have to check it out on the computer. So now let's go inside and let's check the quality out. Here's a quick front-facing camera test on the Ulefone Be Touch. I'm currently driving around here and, well, the front-facing camera looks really good. It looks a bit here in preview like on my Galaxy S6, so really nice actually. Then when you start recording, it switches from full screen, so 16:9 to 4:3, and it's also then a bit more wide angle. As you can see before, when I showed you the camera outside, it was really zoomed in and it didn't look really good. But now when you're recording, it just switches to 4:3 and it's more wide angle. Still not that much, like for instance yesterday I reviewed the Cisco Coupe i7 and on that phone it was wide angle heaven. I could get the whole car picture, but well, here not really. Now the colors and everything looks okay. You can see the automatic lighting adjustment works. Also for instance the AVB, so the white balance, looks okay, so my skin tone looks actually really good. And the LED flash is currently on, so I can cover it and let's see if we can see a difference. Well, actually not, it's not really dark today and I'm just a bit tired from yesterday, so I'm wearing sunglasses. But the LED flash doesn't really help when it's day, but I will capture some selfies at night so you can see the difference. All in all, front-facing camera is definitely okay and not really bad on the Ulefone Be Touch. So here's a little image quality comparison between the IMX240 on the Galaxy S6 Edge and the IMX214 on the Ulefone Be Touch. And just check this out, it's like day and night. First of all, the colors. Well, the colors, they are way better here on the S6 Edge, and you can see this looks really crystal clear, ultra sharp. Then here at the bottom you can see that from the IMX214. Well, here it looks okay because the picture is actually quite small. But you can see that white fog in the corners and also washed out in the corners. The sharpness is actually only in the focus area in the middle. And yeah, the corners and the borders, it gets very blurry there. Now I'm really not sure if it's an IMX214 because I've seen pictures from cameras with the IMX214 with a good aperture and pictures looked way better than on there. But well, that's just how it is, and you can find the sample pictures down below in the description, so yeah, just check it out for yourself. Is the image quality enough for you, or do you think you need a better image quality? Because it really always depends on your personal opinion. I cannot tell you if the camera is bad or not. I can just tell you that it looks way better on my Galaxy S6 Edge, but also the price difference is like day and night. Then here's another comparison, this time in low lighting conditions, so it was completely dark in the room, and I think I don't have to tell you which one was the S6 Edge. Yes, the right one. And it looks like you would have switched on the lights, but no, you can see at the top the lights are off. So the flash from the Galaxy S6 Edge is one of the best I've ever seen on a phone. And on the Ulefone, well, the flash, what should I say? Now, it's actually very weak. It's okay if you lose something and it's dark, you search, for instance, I don't know, your wallet on the ground or something, then it's okay. But if you really want to capture photos in a completely dark room, it's not really good. That's just my personal opinion on that, and you can find sample pics, as always, down below in the description. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're now here back on the smartphone, and we just checked out the camera application, but yeah, let's check out the remaining apps. We also have FM radio, and it works perfectly nice with the included headset, so you can use it straight out of the box. And yeah, let's talk about straight off the box. So when you get it and you just go into the menu, it's only one page. So it's really clean, there is no chunk on there. And that's something I really like about Ulefone. So no crappy apps or bloatware, no TouchWiz crap, and this is really awesome. Okay, Super SU right over here. You can try to root it with iRoot. It worked somehow, but now my binary got overwritten or deleted again after the reboot. So I have to play around with that. Then here the Google Play Store latest version, and the phone is really compatible with all the apps there. You don't have to worry about that. Actually works really good, and you just have to log in and there you go. Okay, Ulefone service app or something, I don't know, just a shortcut to the browser to ulefone.com. Wow, what's that? Be Touch is... Okay, you get a refund for a review. So guys, go, get the device, do a review, and hopefully you get the refund then. Sounds pretty good in my opinion. So that's basically it, guys. We have here voice search or the usual crap. Then I would say let's just go, let's do a quick torch test maybe, then a GPS test, then some benchmarks, and after all this crap you will hear my final conclusion about the Ulefone Be Touch. So here's just a very quick LED flash test on the Ulefone Be Touch, and there we go, and boom, that's really bright. So it should be enough to capture photos at night, at least if the objects you want to capture are not too far away from you. And the LED flash, yeah, it looks a bit yellow as you can see. I'm not sure if you can see that too. It's not really white, it's just a little bit yellow, just like on my Galaxy S6 Edge. We can just try to capture a photo here with the camera, but first of all I have to turn off the flashlight. Now there we go, guys. And yeah, let's try to capture a photo. Okay, maybe like this too. Okay, we have here some black corners, so that could look better. Same here and here, so well, it's okay. It's a bit stronger than on other China phones, but still not as good like on some high-end phones. We can also switch to the front-facing camera, and you also have an LED flash right over here. I will take now one picture with the LED flash. Now I will cover it, and we'll take another picture. Let's see the difference. Oh, sorry. That's without, and that's with. So there's a very slight difference, but the LED here is very weak actually, only for real close-ups. Then it will help something, but yeah, probably this is just a marketing feature and you won't need it at all. But the LED flash is definitely okay, and yeah, nothing special here on the Ulefone Be Touch. Here's just a quick speaker test and YouTube movie test on the Ulefone Be Touch, and there we go. Well, the speaker is not really loud. Is it maximum volume? Yes, it is. It's really clear, but it's not loud. I guess the speaker is very small. You can see we just have a couple of holes there for the outlet. And it's not really loud, but at least it's clean. Yeah, you should definitely use a headset or something. Speaker is really not loud.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. And you see, forever we will go.
So we're now here at the end of this review. All in all, I really enjoyed testing this flagship, if you can call it like that. I'm really curious on how it will perform against the Ulefone P7000, which is already shipped in gold. I cannot wait to have it in my hands. And yeah, it claims to have the IMX214, so I will do a comparison because I'm really fucking curious on how the image quality looks on the P7000. But let's come back to the Ulefone. Ulefone, the idea behind that phone is really nice. But in my opinion, they could have made it even a bit thicker. For instance, my Galaxy Note 4 is also not too thin, but it has a really huge battery in there. And I guess 3000 milliamps would be way better. But I have to say, the build quality of this phone is actually really amazing, except of that little, quality fault, or however you call that. So I have a little pressure point here under the glass, and so between actually the glass and the display, so that's not that good. But yeah, that shouldn't be on all phones, so I just wanted to mention that. Okay, now the camera, yeah, well, I'm not really sure about the camera, what can I say about this? Right now, with the firmware here, it's just average. It doesn't look like the IMX214, but, well, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really curious on how it will perform against the P7000. All in all, for €200, well, it's a big phone, so they're more expensive. I think it's not too bad. It's 10 times better than any Galaxy Note 4 clone, so keep your fingers off of those crappy clones and buy some brand phone. Like, it must not be an Ulefone, wow, I hate that name, but it must not be an Ulefone. It also can be some, I don't know, Xiaomi, more expensive, better quality probably. And yeah, Ulefone Be Touch, in my opinion, could perform way better. But yeah, let's see. Maybe also it has the correct sensor, and yeah, firmware update will improve it. But I dubbed it. I've also seen some other reviews, and reviewers are just saying the same crap. So all in all, the phone is really not bad. Now it scores a very high score in Antutu, and that's super awesome. I get 47K almost, and that's really good. So no other phone with that chipset can score that high score on the latest version here of Antutu, and that's super awesome. Also the fingerprint scanner, I absolutely love it. So it's not a bad phone at all, and just the things here like the battery and the camera, they could be better. But the overall design of the phone, I think it looks super cool. It just looks like an iPhone at the first look, and I really like it. So I'll keep you updated, guys. You can find a link to eFox Shop down below in the description. Once again, thank you so much for watching, have a nice day, and see you again in my next videos. Bye bye!